Well, good afternoon. I'm Johnny Knott. From town Plant City, Florida, just outside of Tampa. This is my 10th year of working with IMSA Motorsports, and I'm actually the head pit lane manager for the Tudor Series.
Yeah, you can do that up to the 5.
I'm on the logistics team that kind of goes around and sets everything up that you see in the paddock as far as all the semi-trucks with IMSA. We do truck parking, and then once track days start with cars, I then switch to pit lane, and that becomes my my main role. And then after the cars are off a track, then everybody goes home. We stay and tear everything down and transport it to the next event. I will tell you this, we're very blessed because all of us on our pit lane staff are car enthusiasts, and what other better job than to be standing with some of the best sports cars in the world. You know, I have a football and basketball background, but I got a gift years ago to go to the Porsche driving experience, and at that point I thought I was going to be a driver. So after a couple of years of doing that, I realized I wasn't very good. You know, so the next best thing was to go work, you know, on pit lane, and I was offered the opportunity and have not looked back since. Basically, what does a pit lane official do? Because everywhere I go, people ask me, Johnny, what do you do? And it's very simple. We have 3 roles that a pit lane official does, and one is, of course, is to observe and report to race control pit lane rule infractions. We do have pit lane rules, and like I said, our major job in that is to observe anything that we see. We report, and then we communicate it to race control. The second, and probably sometimes the most interesting aspect, is we're also communications between the race teams and race control. So you can imagine when things are going good for a team, oh, it's all rose garden, so to speak, but if something goes bad, then we have to communicate that message that they're trying to get race control, and that's kind of where it becomes very interesting. And the third aspect that I like to really take pride in is we try our best to provide a safe environment, and that's for crew members, media, photographers, anybody that's down on pit lane. I will say this on pit lane, or with any aspect of car racing, and to me, dealing with what makes it so special is the people that are involved. You know, the racing community is a very close, tight-knit family. And to get a chance to just see people that are very happy if they win, you know, even if there's something goes wrong, the low points, but to build relationships. For me personally, that's the high point of my job. Now, I have had some incidents, you know, in the past where actually one year in Sebring years ago, I won't go into detail what happened, but there was so much pressure and intensity on the questions and some of the things I was involved with. I actually broke a back tooth, you know, standing on pit lane, gritting my teeth. You know, so we're under the gun, but like any other official, whether it's NBA, you know, Major League Baseball, that's a part of the game. You have to make calls, and you trust in yourself, and you know there's pressure going to be along with it. But I will say to this, going back to what I said, the high point is when the day is over and done in the racing community, we make our calls, we do our job, and after the event, we're all one family. You know, and I think that's what makes all type of motorsports, not just sports car racing, but IndyCar, motorcycle racing, it's all the same. It's so family-like. And you know, I go home, and especially the off season, after about 3 to 4 weeks, I'm kind of starting to miss, hey, I miss my family, I miss my buddies, my friends, and that's what really makes it exciting.